thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Natasha Kirchuk here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. A Palestinian woman has been arrested after stabbing and lightly injuring a female soldier in the West Bank last night. The assailant emerged from a car at a checkpoint near the Shaked settlement and then lunged at soldiers with a knife. The troops quickly subdued the attacker and arrested her without using force, and she's now been taken in for questioning by security forces. Luckily, the wounded soldier suffered a very mild injury to the soldier and was treated on the scene. The incident comes just days after a Palestinian man stabbed an Israeli with a screwdriver in East Jerusalem. The victim was moderately hurt and the suspected attacker fled on foot. The Israeli military is considering using the Home Front Command's warning sirens to broadcast instructions to residents, instead of simply sounding a wailing alarm. Today, the sirens are used to warn Israelis of both incoming rockets and earthquakes. The only issue is that the instructions for both disasters are very different. For rockets, residents are supposed to find a secured space deep inside a building. Whereas for earthquakes, they're supposed to do exactly the opposite and run as far as possible from any building. Now, the Home Front Command wants to continue using the wailing siren for rockets, but replace it with verbal instructions for earthquakes. The command has already tested out the idea on a southern Israeli town, but the results were only partially successful, because the voices coming from different sirens interfered with one another. For now, the IDF is investigating if there's a technological fix for the issue, because if verbal instructions are made possible, residents can be directed in many other emergencies as well, such as hazardous leaks. Yesterday was a disappointing day for Israeli Olympians in two sports. Despite setting her season best 3 times in the run-up to the women's triple jump final Sunday night, Hanaknazea Minenko ended up in 5th place. She finished in the top 8 after her 3 initial jumps, 2 of which were season bests 14.25 and 14.39. That put her in the next stage of the final and another 3 jumps, and her first attempt went even further at 14.68. But she needed to beat 14.74 in her final jump and could only manage 14.33. Nazieva Minenko finished in 4th place 4 years ago in London and had won a silver medal at the European Athletics Championships in Amsterdam last month. She holds Israel's national triple jump record. Turning to windsurfing, Mayan Davidovich missed out on a medal in her race. She finished in 9th place in the final race with a time of 24 minutes and 46 seconds, and wound up in 7th place overall. Davidovich came in 10th place in the Beijing Olympics in 2008 and was ranked 14th in the world in 2014. The Israeli government has authorized a major plan to reduce air pollution in the Jewish state, and it's all part of the country's 2017 to 2018 budget. 260 million more shekels have now been granted towards curbing greenhouse gas emissions, meaning the Environmental Protection Ministry now will have about 1.4 billion shekels to combat the issue. Israel's new 2-year reduction program will focus on transportation, and investments are being made to eliminate diesel trucks, encourage vehicle scrapping, and give subsidies for particulate filter installations. The ministry claims the plan will prevent hundreds of premature deaths per year, while simultaneously encouraging economic growth. That's all for now. I'm Natasha Kirchuk, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.